I'm up here at an overlook in Wyoming, and as I'm reading about the turkeys and the deer and all the wildlife, Wyoming's wildlife, turkey gobbling down in the bottom, Alright, I got camp set. And when I came in here, there was 3 mule deer just down over there in the tree line. This little meadow here has elk droppings and deer droppings and probably antelope droppings. I passed a lot of antelope coming up in here. But I'm in Wyoming now, and I'm getting ready to head back about the same time that I headed back yesterday evening in South Dakota. I'm gonna go back and see if I can't roost a bird, or like yesterday evening, maybe kill one, but I don't have high hopes. This is a pressured piece of ground. I just didn't have time to get back where I really wanted to get. And I've already had a couple guys that have walked up the road here, and I saw people parked along the road when coming in here calling, trying to strike a bird, you know, mid-afternoon. So I don't have high hopes, but what I do know, just looking at this on the mapping, is this is some beautiful, beautiful ground adjacent to private that has good fields. And the fields are full of antelope right now. I didn't see any turkeys in them, but I'm gonna go down and check the kind of the tree lines from the field as much as I can and see if I can't. But talking with these guys that come back in here, they were super nice guys. Had big camera set up and probably got a YouTube channel or something. Said that they've got them two coming back. They got dropped off by 2 guys that were going on a fork up here to switch back into this from a different angle, and 3 other guys are all the way up in the far end of it. So that is some serious hunting pressure. But I'm committed. My camp was already set. When they walked up, I did enjoy talking to them, but I hated to see them, you know, come up like that and tell me there was so much pressure back here. But you know, it's public ground, and I'm gonna go back here and see what I can see, and maybe find a bird that I feel comfortable with trying to get in on in the morning. So as soon as I finished doing that intro bite, those 2 guys come walking out, said that they got notification from their buddies that they got on some birds on another part back here, and they were gonna go meet up with them. I asked them, you know, if they just didn't like the way it looked back here, and they said no, it was beautiful. The guys wanted to meet up where they had found some on the other side, so that might work out good for me. Just let me say, where in the world can you hunt with views like this? I mean, the Black Hills are just something special. I mean, they are just absolutely magical. I tell you, this is the most beautiful place I've ever hunted. I mean, just gorgeous views everywhere you look. Look at this. Flushed up some partridges. That's a first for me. I think it was 3 or 4 of them. God, I can't get over this place. I'm crossing over now from National Forest into state of Wyoming land. Most of it's open like that and rolly, but the back left corner of it as I'm facing has a lot of pine and a nice creek bottom, so that's where I'm hoping to roost one this evening. So I'm gonna keep heading back, trying to outwalk the competition. It just came up on a deadhead. It's a cow elk. Man, I saw it from a distance. I was like, man, I hope to God it's a bull laying out there, but no such luck. I just heard 2 gobbles from the direction I just walked from. I swear I think these birds come in quiet, like when I'm calling, because I call every 100 yards. And I think they just come in quiet. It's really weird. But I'm committed to where I'm headed to. I've got a feeling about it, so I'm going to stay going that way and see what I can get into. Well, I haven't been able to roost anything. I've covered many miles. Went to the most remote place I could go. Back here, I'm actually walking up a private fence line now, just over on public. And all I heard was that one hen putt back at me when I was just kind of walking and putting and clucking. And she putted and clucked back at me several times, but no gobbler ever. I blew a owl call a few times, and I backed off about 150 yards and blew a coyote call, and I never heard a gobbler anywhere in that section, or anywhere. I thought I'd heard 2 gobbles coming from back this way in which I came earlier, but I just blew the coyote howler and I didn't get any response. So I don't know about this place. Because I'm here and I'm committed, I'll check it out in the morning. It got crazy windy overnight. This is 20 mile per hour steady with regular gusts at 30. I mean, it rocked my tent all night long. I still slept pretty good, but I'm generally a light sleeper, and I woke up a few times here and there just because it just rocked the tent so hard. But yeah, after not roosting a bird yesterday, after seeing and hearing about all the hunting pressure in here, and with all this wind, I just decided to sleep late, get caught up on my sleep, and I already know where I want to go. Some other places I've got pinned farther north, so I'm going to strike camp, head up north and reset up somewhere else, and then kind of spend the windy day, riding around looking at ground, and then I'll try to roost something again tonight if this wind lays down. Man, them are some sneaky birds.
Whispering pines call my name. Under the stars they shine. In their arms I feel the same as
Tumbleweed.
in your sweet love and mine. The loving vines wrap around, hold me tight and never let go. In your heart love's unbound, just like these vines that grow. In the moonlight, we are free. Pines and vines and you and me. Nature's song, a gentle symphony. With you, love, I just wanna be. trees, laughing leaves dance in flight.
All right, I've just set up my third camp. A lot more people here than I expected. Been checking these mud holes for tracks, and there's just boot tracks everywhere in them. Electric bicycle tracks. I assume it's electric bikes. Everybody seems to go to those things, or some kind of bicycle. But this land is just being pressured, something fierce. I came up here thinking I could get away from some hunting pressure, because this is as far away as you can get from the town, and it's just not been the case. I mean, there's hunters camped all out through here just like me. So I had a couple places to kind of choose from, and finally decided on one of them and figured, you know, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm up here, and we'll see what I can find out about it. And what I liked about this particular spot, it allows me to walk way back. So go back here and see if I can't find some lonely gobbler in the afternoon. It's 2:30 now. About the same time that gobbler was gobbling at that overlook when I was coming in yesterday. But just see if I can't find me a lonely bird back here. If not, I'll just take a nap, kill some time, and wait and try to roost something. I know it's windy, I hope you can hear me, but I'm just sitting up here on the bluff, kind of overlooking where I want to be at in the morning. It's really pretty down in there. Most of this stuff just down below is all public. So I plan on, it's a 300-foot elevation from here. I'm up on a bluff. I plan on coming from the bottom. My camp is up that way. We'll come through the bottom and actually, you know, hunt down into this. If I can get one roosted, I'm gonna be here at dusk to see if I can get something, you know, to gobble from down in there. I can't imagine there's not any turkeys down in there. But as I'm sitting here kind of looking at how pretty it is, and kind of looking at where the national forest lines and everything are, you know, national forest lines are about out there, but all this good stuff down in here is all national forest. But I'm just kind of sitting here looking, and I'm like, man, I think that's Devil's Tower out there. I'm pretty sure it's Devil's Tower. I mean, I could be wrong, but didn't expect to see it from up here. Coyotes are starting to call. Going back out here to see if I can hear any gobbles before dark. Dang, beautiful sunset. Alright, I'm back at my spot. It's so beautiful down there, I can't imagine there's not turkeys down there. Coyotes, 2 different packs of coyotes done went off, and I never heard a gobble. I'm gonna sit here for a while and see what happens. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here listening, and right down in the middle of the bottom where I want to be in the morning, there's a person down there, mouth coyote howling. It sounds terrible. He just started doing it. There's some real coyotes that did it further up in the creek, but right down here in the middle where I wanted to be, there's somebody down there, and that is the most remote place that I can come up with. This place is just insane with hunting pressure. And it's showing because I'm yet to hear a turkey or see a turkey up here. You can actually see rain falling in the sunset there. All right, so no luck roosting a turkey. Between my coyote house, the guy over the ridge, his mouth coyote house, real coyote house, and yipping and such, not a gobble one. You know, I'm just not seeing any tracks. I'm not finding any feathers. I've only found, you know, one place where there was droppings, and it is super old. The only sign I see up here is people. People sign, people everywhere. I'm in the main body of the Black Hills in Wyoming, like literally camping right on the spine of it. And from south to north, I've been, and there's people everywhere. The main place where I had dropped pins to be has 3 tents, 2 trucks, and like 8 guys sitting around a campfire whenever I come by it. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna give it a couple hours in the morning. Maybe they just get mouthy in the morning. The guys I talked to back at the other place that I was at before I came up here, they super nice guys. They had told me about a couple experiences that they had getting in on birds. I said they're really mouthy off the roost. They hit the ground quick, and then if you're not on them when they hit the ground, they shut up and go away. So at least that's been their experience. But so that in and of itself is challenging. It's even more challenging when you can't even locate them. But I'm gonna give it one good morning. If they're not gobbling in the morning, they're not here, because these conditions are perfect. I mean, warmest day so far since I've been here. Got up 71 degrees today. It's cooled off a few degrees, so it's probably 67, 68. All the wind just completely laid down, so it's still as it can be. If you can't get one to gobble this evening, something ain't right. Or they're just not here. But I knew this was going to be a grind, so I'm just going to keep moving, and I don't care how many times I got to reset camp until I can actually find some birds. Well, I found a gate that didn't have a truck parked at it, or a tent. I had a truck parked at it yesterday afternoon, but it's just one of those access points that I can walk way back. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to walk way back. I haven't heard anything yet. I'm already a mile back, but I'm going to keep moving. Dead calm morning. Not a cloud in the sky. 65 degrees. How am I not hearing the woods just gobbles everywhere? I don't know. This place is so gorgeous. I mean, I would think there's just turkeys everywhere. So I just heard my first gobbles. I got some hens down over the lip of this ridge. I've just been whipping at them. And a tom just gobbled 3 times. Each gobble sounded louder. There he was. I still got that hen. At least one hen down here putting and clucking really low.
He's answering, but he's starting to go away. He's got a gaggle of jakes with him. There he is. He's hard to see, but he's going to drop down. Got at least there's a few birds down below him there. He should be dropping out of there. It's hard to tell in the viewfinder, but I think that's him there, just kind of standing up above them watching them. There's still hens and jakes up on the ridge, a couple 100 yards from him. I hear at least one hen calling, and there's been some jakes. It's nice to finally find some birds. Problem is they're on private. Not far off public. In fact, public flanks them on both sides of this draw, but they would have to come halfway up to the draw before they'd be on public. They're actually kind of heading that way. He just stands over and watches them. Surprised how far down the ridge he is. He sounded like he was higher. Not certain there's not another gobbler up there. It might have been a gobbling jake. But I knew there was at least one long-beard over there, a real full-throated gobble. I tell you, looking at him through the binoculars, he is absolutely gorgeous. tell you one thing about those Merriams, they don't hold still for long. An Eastern just go down in that field with his girls and just puff out and strut for hours on end. They're headed actually up to where the other turkeys are calling up on the ridge. There he goes. Oh, man, he's a long beard and a half, and he just had a half gobble. I don't know, maybe they just have a weird gobble here.
Definitely hens down there, and a Jake. Well, I just found my first out west shed. Looks like whitetail. Been here for a long time. Chewed up pretty bad. Yeah, it's in such bad shape. I mean, it's all cracked through the core of it and everything. It's been here for a long time. I'm not gonna keep it. Wyoming whitetail.